G'day fishers, welcome to another episode of WA Fishing. Today the objective is we're going to head out deep and explore for some new ground. Probably be hunting around the 200s to 300s and see what we'll find.
Good fish.
Now the seas today are just over 1 metre at the moment, so it's a late start. It's New Year's Day, so stayed off the beers. Well, didn't have too many beers, I should say, last night, so we can get out today. There's some good weather windows, so pretty pumped to get out there. Now the seas are about 1 metre and they should be dropping throughout the day, as the wind will drop off around 9 o'clock, and the swell's up about 2 to 2.5 metres, but they're fine at frequencies of about 12 seconds, so big rollers, nothing too much to worry about. The seas, like I said, should drop off, but we've got a westerly that kicks in around about 2 p.m, I think, 3 p.m, around there, so we'll probably head out. So leave the ramp at 7 o'clock, head out, should get out to the sort of ground by about 9 and then 9 o'clock through till about 1, so 4 hours of hunting around. Not holding high hopes to catch a heap of fish today. We should be able to catch something, so we'll see what we can find out there. Now heading out with Don, as you know, he's pretty keen, and we'll see what we can find. Gonna start off with the electrics just to sort of search around. There's manual winding and testing to see if there's any fish down there. When you see them on the sound, it's just too much work. It's not like dew fishing, that's for sure. So we'll drop some electrics and then I'll switch over to manual if we find some fish, and we'll drop down the Vexed Bottom Meat, see if we can pull up a big slob from the deep. Target species today is Greyband Puka or Harpuka, and potentially some red snapper. And there's some big red snapper out in those sort of 200th depths, I can tell you right now, particularly around Metro. I've had them up to 70 centimetres out there, so wish us luck and we'll see you out in the water.
Hey viewers, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and comment to help this video get out to more people. Also, don't forget to follow us on Facebook or Instagram. I'll put a link to Facebook up at the top. Got plenty of content and information that we share more widely than what we can through our YouTube videos. Anyways, enough of that. Let's get into the fishing. So here we are, a bit later in the day when we had finally had our first hookup. Been a long morning, we've been searching around, didn't have much success. Found some new areas, but not much fish on it. All I can say, this is not a big fish, but it is definitely a fish. No green eyes or any other unwanted species, so pretty keen to see what it is. Unfortunately, I don't have any sounder shots today, but keep out for new videos coming out, or subscribe, be notified, as we do have some more sounder deep dropping in the near future.
Really.
Not sure if you noticed, but in the background there's a lot of coral spawn on top of the water. I firmly believe when you do have this, the bite is really slow on these days, and probably why it's such a slow day. Now I have to apologise for the footage from here on in on my head cam, as the camera had moved, and so rendered the rest of this footage from pretty much getting the fish in the boat useless. As I did Iki-pick this, with Shinkei Jime did, and then put it in the box, but all you could see was the rest of the boat.
Air bubbles. Oh, the Greyband. That's the target species.
And once again, the old camera, I forgot that I had it on and I accidentally turned it off, but Don pulled up this nice flatty, so we're pretty happy with that. Excellent eating they are. So after this, we didn't have much success out there. We gave it a few more drifts, but it was pretty barren wasteland after that. So we decided to head in, because that westerly was going to come ripping in very shortly, and see if we can find anything on some old ground I haven't been to for many years. So here we are in the 40s. It's our first drop, well, my first drop, while Don rigs up anyhow. Not using the head cam at the moment as the battery ran out, so I just gave up on it after all the footage. Catching no fish out the deep. Apologies about the radio, and you can probably hear on the camera the wind picking up.
That didn't take very long. That didn't take very long at all. Good fish.
You come here earlier.
Pulling it for a Dewey, probably about 8 kilo. Yeah. Maybe more actually. Quite spicy. First freaking drop.
Right, when they're there, isn't they?
Yeah.
When they're not there,
Just going to talk over Don here while he makes a few swear words. Whilst it doesn't seem too rough at the moment, but with that wind picking up, you can expect that seas to start gaining some momentum over the next hour or so. Always start thinking about heading back in when you're feeling uncomfortable with the wind, so you don't encounter those large seas and put yourself in a precarious, unsafe situation. Totally understand if you're thinking, wow, this looks really flat, but trust me, I've seen some winds pick up and the seas pick right up to a point where we're getting waves in the boat all within half an hour, so something to really think about.
Good one, Don.
Good size, yeah. It's a female, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now I estimate this due to be about 9 kilo. It's a female, so normally there's usually a few boys hanging around if there's a female down there. So we'll give it another couple of drops and see what we can find.
Alright, first thing is put it out of its misery.
So what you're going to see here is how we process our fish, and I'll put a link up in the top if you haven't seen our other videos, but certainly if you want to keep your fish and better tasting for longer, check out the video.
There we go. Right. And we bleed it.
Oh, you bleed it first?
Yep.
Check out our description for more information on these Iki-pick Shinkei Jime kits.
Okay.
Now the first step for Shinkei Jime is making an entry hole. It's a lot easier with his kora to get through the skull and ensure that you're in the brain.
See that? You know when it's in its brain?
Yeah.
Like that. You see how it's high? It's all funny. Hey, watch this. See that? It's taken out all the nerves in the fish. Pretty awesome, eh?
Yeah.
Oh, look, that's gone down the whole way of the fish, see?
What does it do?
Makes it taste better, lasts longer. You can put it in the fridge for a couple of weeks. It won't go off.
Now this spot where we're fishing isn't much of a show. It does have a slight rise with a bit of fluff on top, which you can just see there. This is generally where I've said in many videos before, this one is where you'll find your Dhufish. Or for that matter, any demersal plus some of your KGs around more isolated areas. The key thing to remember is life attracts life, so where there's fish, there's definitely other fish. This is why it's so important not to pillage spots, but catch a few fish and leave it be for a while. So here we are, we're back around for another turn, hopefully get another couple and then we'll head in. So with the wind changing, the drift was changing as well, so you'll see me touch the steering wheel here just to get us back in the right direction.
I knew it. As soon as I hit bottom, Don.
You got another one?
Yeah. It's only a small one though. Another little female. One more and go home.
It's a New Year fish.
Huh?
Sorry about my camera work today, I was really off my game. Didn't check it again, it's obviously too high, you're not seeing what I'm doing. But this fish is probably about 4 kilo I'd say, so just processing it, put it on ice. Great footage, Spence, of our ugly bait board with our Vexed Bottom Meat. You probably noticed there we got a king wrasse earlier, which we'll use for bait. King wrasse, don't know what it is about them, but Jewies love them. So here's our last fish for today, with the obligatory Vexed Bottom Meat and octopus's bait.
Blown, yeah.
This was a quick video, not unusual, informative, lengthy, full of information, mainly because of my poor camera footage, but trust me, got future ones coming out where I've actually spent a bit more time and you'll get some great tips from it, so make sure you subscribe to be notified of the next ones. Now don't ask me what species of flathead that we caught today. All I know is there's many different types of species, particularly out deep, but they all taste the same, which is bloody good. But bake them whole in the oven with some veggies and onions and garlic, butter, delish. Now these smaller sized jewies, we like to keep them whole, so you won't see us filleting these. Get the most out of them, I guess. So we'll bake these whole in the oven or deep fry them, and they are bloody brilliant. So if you get these smaller ones, I do recommend cooking them whole and making the most of them. Now this flathead had eaten the whole squid, hence all that black stuff coming out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Make sure you subscribe to be notified of future videos. See you later.